Hey there, Twisters. Welcome, hockey fans. It's day one of the playoffs, and we're going to be live throughout this whole contest here. Game one between the Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Islanders. And I actually have a little game for us to play throughout the stream as well. And I'm joined here, of course, by my co host, Cortana. And we're here to entertain you guys for the next 2.5, 3 hours or so. And hopefully, we get ourselves a great game as well. It doesn't matter who you cheer for. I'm just wearing the clothes for both teams here, and we just want to have a good time and make some new friends along the way. And it doesn't matter where you're tuning in. It's awesome to have hockey fans coming from all corners of the world here. So, all right, we got Theo here. We got Jake. We got some other people. Feel free to say hello. Let us know who you're cheering for or what your prediction is for this series. And in the meantime, guys, I'm going to show you this game that I have in mind. So this is something that I've done a couple of times in person with friends of mine, but really what this is it's a game board. And so what we're trying to do here, everybody, is we're trying to score some points here. So you can see the black row there pertains to a certain number of points, and we have a number of different occurrences that could happen in the game. And so basically, if we can get over 2,000 points, or if we have 9 squares that get fulfilled, or if you score 3 in a row in any direction, then guess what? We're giving away a Twisted Wrister hockey t-shirt, and we could be giving some other stuff away during this stream as well. I haven't done anything just yet, my friends, I haven't played this just yet on my streams before, but I imagine it's going to be a pretty fun and chaotic time. So we got Zach hanging out. Oh, you know Matt Bear. Yeah, he a longtime viewer of my channel here. Justin, hello. Flyers hockey. I'm doing awesome, man. I mean, waking up for game one of the playoffs, there really isn't that better of a feeling out there. Doesn't get much better. Charles, what's going on? Who's going to win the Stanley Cup? I've got a very bold prediction. I'm going with the Winnipeg Jets over the Tampa Bay Lightning. I have zero confidence in my predictions this year whatsoever. Big Cheese, how you doing? Alex, it's going to be tough, man. As we heard today, Mark Stone is practicing and activated. Alex Pietrangelo is practicing. Will Carrier, I think, is practicing as well, too. I don't know if he'll be available in game one. You've got beer chili in the crock pot. Oh, that sounds tasty, dude. But yeah, this is going to be our game board here. And as we get through this game, I'll be sure to kind of explain how it goes, if you know what I mean. Chelsea, hey, how you doing? By the way, congratulations once again, if I didn't congratulate you already. I'll have to watch the Hurricanes with Gabby. CJ sent us a picture of her in the onesie. She looks darling. You got your rally towel? I don't have it in hand right now, but I do have a Hurricanes rally towel right here. If you can see, kind of in the upper right corner or upper left corner, I guess, depending on how this is mirrored or not. Oh boy. And don't forget, we got the gold treats ready for Cortana today. And so every time there's a goal, Cortana gets a treat. So yeah, it's gonna be a really fun afternoon/evening for all of you. We've got intermission trivia. No intermission trivia, but we're going with the game board here. And let me know if you have any questions about that. But again, I'll explain as we go along. Danelle, what's going on, man? All right. Are we getting a different result this year between these two teams? Or perhaps are the Hurricanes going to actually finish the fight here and get back to the final for the first time in, what would that be? 18 years? Yeah, it's been a while. Am I wearing anything Islanders? Yeah, I have my very affordable John Tavares jersey that I found on eBay a few years ago. So yes. Dean, what's going on, man? Happy playoffs day to you. Isles get game one, but that's it. Interesting. I kind of think that the Islanders could win this game as well. Just kind of riding the momentum from the end of the season. Not that the Hurricanes were playing bad because they weren't, but Varlamov has been kind of playing out of his mind, right? Yeah, back when Pronger was an Oiler, just for a year, but he was outstanding with them. Okay, I think I'm getting caught up here. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on this series. Who you got winning? Who do you think is going to take game one? Of course, we've got the poll for that. You don't have a rally towel, but you have a microfiber towel. All right, get in the spirit of things, right? There we go. In your non-interesting Sharks news. Oh, yeah, that none of that surprises me at all, Xander. Of the Adidas pregame Stadium Series jerseys. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll check that out after this game. I'll get my. I'll even write myself a note. Do I have a pen? Of course, I have a pen. I heard from the Western that every team is going to try and dethrone the Knights. It's not going to be easy. We get to finally see what they look like. Basically, their final form now that they've got Hurdle, Hannafin, they've got Stone and Petrangelo healthy. But yeah, they'll be formidable. Even if they don't make it out of a certain round, I imagine that they're going to be a very tough out. Stevenson, Hurdle, Stone, and that's what their second line. I don't even know. Blind Doom says, "Let's go Canes." Why is my picture dropping in and dropping out? That's very annoying. And Sling TV, they you have to actually be watching it to troubleshoot with them online. It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, let's see here. Any series against the Knights will go to 7 games. I think they've only been in what, 1 game 7 or maybe 2 game 7s in their franchise. Nashville upsetting Vancouver. I've seen some people have that take. I'm not quite there. I know the Preds are always especially deadly when they're the lower seed though. But yeah, my hottest take in the first round. I don't have a sizzling hot take in the first round. I wanted to pick the Maple Leafs, but I'm not quite there. I am picking in the Battle of Florida. I'm picking the Lightning to win though. Avalanche versus Rangers in the Cup, and that could very well happen too. I mean, whoever wins between the Avs and the Jets could easily represent the Western Conference. I think that it's a little bit more of a level playing field this year in the West versus the East, where you have, probably 3, maybe 4 really top heavy teams. Uh, Big Cheese, let's hear it, man. Oh yeah, they're. I think they're sounding the siren already. Who doesn't love that, man? Game time. Let's go. All right. Why can't I find it on this one site? All right. Really? Is anybody streaming through a website like Stream East or anything like that? Let me know if you are. I'm trying to find because Sling, of course, decided not to work today. Play by play. I don't think I'm gonna do play by play. I don't know. I just don't really see a difference between me doing that and just kind of hanging out with you guys. Because sometimes the chat is just flying, and so I end up just talking through that instead, answering the questions and weighing in on stuff through the chat versus commenting on as much of the action as I can do. So the chat comes first no matter what. But yeah, NHL 66 isn't working. Oh, geez, yeah, this is not fun at all. But yeah, to give you guys an idea, Like if I go to Sling here, right, and I'm a paying subscriber, and yeah, it's just a blank picture, and it had been working very steadily for the last month or so. It's actually been pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can find another site where I can pick up the game here. But yeah, you're able to watch on HBO Max. Really? I guess that's a Turner property, right? The better tendy tonight. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to go against Varlamov with how hot he's been. By the way, I assume Anderson's starting in front of Kochetkov, right? YouTube TV is working well. That's good. Yeah, I just don't want to have to pay, $80 or whatever it is, because I've already like tried a free trial with every other account that I have. All right, so we're underway. Okay, I'm gonna keep me posted on what's going on, guys. I'll see if I can get this fixed, but yeah, get this game started. And I mean, I'll still keep an eye on the chat here. Kane's team looks hyped. I mean, in that playoff atmosphere, I imagine that they could easily shoot themselves out of a cannon. Yeah, Varlamov. I don't know what his save percentage was in his last 10 or 15 starts, but it's got to be really high, something close to like 930. Fubo has it. Okay, I got NHL. Oh, good. I might have a broadcast here. I might have one. Oh yeah, here I got it. Sweet, because Sling TV can kick rocks. All right, I'm on. What's our poll at, by the way, guys? Oh wow, 71% have the Hurricanes for this. All right, and they got John Forsland doing play-by-play. That makes me happy. Longtime Hurricanes announcer. I think, and he also did the Whalers, right, at one point. Here we go, everybody. Timberwolves. Oh, NBA playoffs are going, huh? All right, and of course the Canes have kind of like the first time or the first opportunity to cycle the puck here. John, what's going on, man? Canes power play. Wow, I'm probably like 6 minutes behind. So yeah, try no spoilers if you can. But yeah, guys, we're cheering to fill up this board here, and hopefully somebody will score a T-shirt or at least a sticker, because we're sporting those these days as well. Here's Barzell. He backhands one, and Anderson, easy save there. What time am I at? I'm just at 18:55 remaining. Aho, and that shot goes wide of the net. And here he is. There's Jarvis, who's been pretty red hot in his own right with that top line. Jake Gensel looking cross crease, and the Islanders able to disrupt that and get that cleared off. And yeah, there's a penalty. And is that Anders Lee going to the box there? But yeah, I'm a wee bit behind. Now, all right, that's the first penalty committed of the game. So one of our squares is the over-under on penalties at 7. So here we go. Some red-faced Patrick Waugh. Yeah, we have an idea of what that looks like from his days with the Canadiens. But yeah, this is me seeing this with 18:38 remaining. So yeah, I'm a wee bit behind. Hopefully we can. It'd be really awesome to get caught up here, but no guarantees. I'll keep checking with Sling TV because we did have a pretty good connection during most of the regular season. So yeah, Islanders win it off the draw with Pelech. Hurricanes are home. Yeah, they hold the zone. Shea, and now Natchez into the slot. And shot, he scores! There we go. There it is. Not Kotkaniemi, I mean Kuznetsov. And it's 1-0 Hurricanes. And that is a goal treat for Cortana. There it is. All right. Greetings from Germany. All right. Delano, welcome. Hanover Scorpions. They're called this. That's awesome. I assume that's because the band is from Hanover, right? All right, so 1-0 Canes, power play goal, Kuznetsov. All right, just like that, huh? Well, the Islanders had, I think, the worst penalty kill in the NHL, but fortunately, they take the third fewest penalties. But the Hurricanes have the second ranked power play. So that could be a mismatch if the Islanders aren't able to stay out of the box. So yeah, early 1-0 lead, and the crowd's fired up. And having been into that arena, I can't imagine how crazy it is in the playoffs, but it can get pretty loud. Shot from the point and a little bit wide of Varlamov. Um, Minnesota postseason history. Boy, that alone will make some people nauseous. But yeah, it'd be awesome if the Twin Cities could finally win a title in something. So good luck to the Timberwolves. How are the Islanders down early? Oh, they just conceded a power play goal to former Capital Yevgeny Kuznetsov. And yeah, he just roofed one. What was that, top corner there? And he was like stationary, so he couldn't even skate off and do the Birdman, but he flapped the wings anyway. Kuznetsov, all right. 30th career postseason goal, by the way. Wow, I didn't know he had that many already. But then again, in that 2018 run, he was excellent. Brandon, hey, thanks for jumping in, man. All right. So Kuznetsov is not on this board here. And what was that penalty that was assessed at the beginning there? Because I also have some penalties listed on our game board. Oops, not stream. That penalty was holding. Okay, yeah, I don't have that on the board. Vladimir, hey, thanks for jumping in, man. Uh, is that what you're expecting, Big Cheese? A little bit of Cartman on the scoreboard. The Islanders PK is awful. Yeah, bottom of the NHL. I didn't think it would be that bad. And I think it's gotten even their power play has dropped off since Patrick Waugh took over. But what's been up for them is their 5-on-5 scoring. All right, face off in the Islanders zone here. Easy dub for the Canes. I mean, they have everything in them to make that happen. I just think that the Islanders had some good momentum going into the postseason. But the Canes already found out that they can at least solve a hot goaltender when they were able to beat Sorokin in the postseason last year. It just kind of came down to them versus Bobrovsky, and Bob was crazy. What's the bottom left corner? Oh, at 100 points. Oh yeah, a team overcomes a 2+ goal deficit. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't see that one. I'll see if I can drag it up a little bit. Thanks, Jake. Otherwise, I wouldn't have noticed that. So yeah, let's bring it up a little bit. There we go. Going to be long 4 games. Who knows? It could be a quick 4 games if teams stay out of the penalty box and goals aren't reviewed or anything. And for the Canes, here's Svechnikov. Good job diving in there, but I think the puck got poked away. And don't forget that the Hurricanes were missing Svechnikov in all of last year's playoffs. And I think that was certainly a bit of a factor as to why they weren't able to at least get a game or two off of the Panthers. Last time Minnesota had an NBA championship was 54, yeah, with the Minneapolis Lakers. Here come the Canes once again. Isles haven't really had much of a possession so far. Oh, play at the net there. Almost there for Seth Jarvis. Oh, off the turnover. Here they come again. And puck knocked away by the defense. Here's Jarvis again off the mask of Varlamov, it looked like. Wow. Carolina's just buzzing. All right, on the whistle, I'm going to see if I can get Sling working again. Yeah, adamant. That's probably the first thing that they have to think about in this series. I mean, they're going to concede shots against the Hurricanes, but you don't want to give them you don't want to give them extra zone time by taking penalties. That's their game. They hold the zone very well. Riley, thanks for jumping in, man. And here comes Drury. Hands it off to the point. So the fourth line out there for the Canes. Was it the round one matchup? Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. The Hurricanes are probably being picked about as frequently as any other team to make the Stanley Cup out of the East. Is that right, anime nerd? Oh, turnover in the neutral zone. And McLean? I'm not familiar with him, but yeah, that was a post right there. Yeah, so Islanders generating their first good chance of this game. Canes versus Oilers. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking would have happened last year in a rematch of '06, but stylistically very different teams than what we had back then, especially for Edmonton. Dobson, yeah, blocked shot. Looks like the Islanders are able to punch back a little bit here. Canes versus Rangers in round two. Yeah, I mean, that should be a very tight series, I would think. How do I feel about did the Coyotes' last game in the desert? Yeah, I watched the end of that game. I mean, it sucks to see somebody lose a team. It doesn't matter how big the fan base is. Seeing a team, leave their city and state is it's disappointing. But unfortunately, things didn't look very promising for that franchise. Um, I'm sure things will work out well in Salt Lake. They got to get through the hurdle of course, playing it at a smaller NBA arena. And I'm excited to see what the team looks like. And I'm kind of glad that the Coyotes franchise history, the lore, isn't going with them to Salt Lake. So then that way, if Arizona gets a team back, they have the option of kind of resurrecting the Coyotes, right? You got the Canes beating the Rangers. Yeah, I've seen it pretty 50-50. I mean, even in our stream yesterday, the community narrowly picked the Rangers to go to the conference final in that matchup. Uh, the Battle of Florida will be fun. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that more than anything. I'll be live for that one tomorrow, guys. Who am I rooting between Vegas and Dallas? Go Stars. Canes and Rangers will be a 7-game one in quadruple overtime. Hey, I think it'll be that much of an that could be it could be that much of a nail biter. But you know what? We've seen before. You can have a very close series, even though it's only decided in even 4 or 5 games. Kind of like we saw in the conference final last year between the Canes and the Panthers. Utah Saints. I mean, I think that'd be a cool mascot, considering the Jazz used to be the New Orleans Jazz. So right? You would basically be borrowing from a New Orleans team again. But it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of cool. But I'm open to ideas otherwise. Uh, the ironic thing was Shane Doan played his rookie season in Winnipeg before moving to Arizona, and then Josh did the same. Yeah, totally. And Josh Doan actually had he had a great series of games there for the Coyotes. Yeah, it was the ownership and not the fans. Yeah, I mean, as we saw at the very end there, right? But yeah, my stream's still a little bit behind here, guys. Just FYI. But yeah, well, the Islanders look to be generating a little bit more momentum here. They could use the Utah Saints song, something good. Oh, yeah, I can't say I'm familiar with that. A's 2 in baseball ownership. Yeah, boy, that was a fiasco. Canes winning 6-3. Oh, wow. I wouldn't think it would be that high scoring. I would think it'd be more like a 3-1 game in favor of either team, honestly. Who I can't say I do. Vladimir the hamster. All right. So far, Hurricanes have 5 shots and the Isles have 3. I might need to get me a cold brew from the fridge here. Yeah, we'll get a whistle here with 12:33 left. All right, Chance, hey, how you doing, man? You fired up for tonight? Leafs or Bruins? Yeah, I want the Leafs to beat the not so bad Bruins. I do want Toronto to win, but I originally picked Toronto, but I'm just like, dude, they got to actually prove this to me. I know they got past the first round last year, so I do think that they're capable of winning that series, even though they didn't do well against the Bruins at all in the regular season. But I'm still going to stick with Boston for this one. You know, and besides, Nylander might not even be playing tonight. Let me know if you guys heard anything else, but it didn't seem like he would be suiting up. You're way ahead. Well, you can thank Sling TV for that, but I'll see if I can get back on there. 11:43. Yeah, I'm at 12:05. That's cool. Good cycling for the Hurricanes here. Shot from the point, and we got a puck out of play with 11:59 yet or remaining here. Another goal. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me who scored though. Okay. Can the Golden Knights win a another cup? Yeah, I think so. I think they could go back to back. I've got them beating the Stars in round one, and of course, we already know some of the players who are returning to their lineup. Oh, Islanders tied the game. All right. So yeah, I've got 11:59 and Islanders winning the faceoff there. Dustin, hey, thanks for jumping in, man. Hope you're getting stoked for tomorrow. I'm so glad we get another Battle of Florida. It didn't look like it for a while there. But yeah, shot from the point, tip, and it trickles through Anderson. Yep, the Islanders have tied it up. And looks like, is it what, their third line? McLean? I don't know anything about this guy, McLean, let alone I hardly know anything about Holmstrom. But Cortana gets another treat. And don't forget, guys, Cortana's favorite Eastern Conference team is the Islanders. So we'll reward her. Here you go, sweetie. There you go. Good girl. If Anders Lee scores that goal, though, then we get 400 points here. What's Cortana wearing today? Oh, great question. Thank you for asking. I'll show you on the whistle, okay? Remind me if I haven't answered that. But yeah, I gotta go off of my stream here because I'm a little bit behind you guys. But I'm happy to be hanging with Daniel Cooper here. 50-50 on this series. I mean, I have kind of a weird feeling about this actually. At least this game, I predicted the Islanders would win this, but I have the Hurricanes winning the series, albeit in 7 games. You did pick them, Dustin, huh? All right, we're down to about 10:30 left here in the first period. So who's this guy from this guy McLean, by the way? Kyle McLean. Okay. Lee and Romanov getting the assist, by the way. If the Canes lose in the first round, it would help the Panthers a lot. I think so. Yeah, even though they swept them last year, it's very difficult. All right, so what is Cortana wearing? You might have asked. Okay, let me hide my screen here. So here's what Cortana's got on today. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, you can't see it in too much detail, but Cortana is actually wearing a twisted wrister hockey dog shirt. So actually, we have shirts that are probably small enough to fit cats as well. So if you have a dog or a cat at home, you can swag them out in a twisted wrist or dog shirt. And actually, we have recolored the logo for all 32 teams. We even have some defunct teams in there as well in our relaunched merch store. All right, Islanders. Okay, Paul Mary caught some fire this year toward the end. Live streaming during the Panthers game. Yeah, I am actually doing that. I can also simultaneously say hello to in Jaws' stream. But yeah, I'm going to be live during that game. And then Monday we've got a Western Conference doubleheader. And do we have a penalty coming up here? A high stick in front of the net, in front of the Islanders net. Aaron, what's going on? Hey, happy playoff day. And I hope you're able to enjoy the playoffs, even with the Penguins out of it. On John Hines being named coach for USA Hockey after this season for the Wild, it doesn't look good. I mean, Hines is kind of like a fill-in coach, right? He's not a top-tier NHL coach. At least that his resume hasn't proven that just yet. Live stream during the Bruins game, dude. I got to pace myself. This is a lot of work, believe it or not. So I gotta hold off after this. Maybe at the start of the game, I'll stay live. But yeah, we'll be back on the mic for tomorrow's game between the Panthers and Lightning, 12:30 Eastern, and then we'll be live on Monday night starting at 6:30 or 9:30 Eastern for both Western Conference games. That's what I intend to do at least. So that's Stars versus Golden Knights, and it's also Oilers versus Kings. Sharks for the Cup 2025. I will name my firstborn kid after you, if that's the case. If the Sharks made the playoffs next year, I would almost entertain naming my first kid after someone in this chat. I won't quite make that commitment, but we're not going anywhere near the Stanley Cup. Rooting for Carolina and Jake Gensel. Oh, interesting. Losing in the Cup to the Avalanche. That's funny. That was my preseason Stanley Cup prediction. Loki V. Oh, real. Oh, wow, Colin. I like Dave Goucher on their play-by-play, but I like to joke that their public announcer sounds like he's auditioning for one of the whale roles in Finding Nemo. I don't know. Not to mention the goal horn there, man. That yikes. All right. Well, anyway, we got a Hurricanes power play coming up. Oh, excuse me, an Islanders power play. Rails. Oh, no way. Welcome back. Happy to have you here, man. And good luck to the Kings in the playoffs. Maybe you guys will get over the hump against the Oilers this year. What if Aho scores a shorthanded wraparound goal? All three things at once. Yes, absolutely. Then you can combo things. Both teams have an Aho. Well, I do have a Sebastian Aho goal, but we'll consider it both. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're both named Sebastian Aho. Yeah. Then yeah, that all counts, man. We'll see if McJesus and the Oilers can get past the Kings. I wonder what the dynamic's going to be like between Talbot and Riddick, because both have been really good this year. But which Sebastian Aho? Yeah, we'll count both of them. How about that? You just want the Leafs to beat Boston in the series. And I'd like to see that as well. By the way, the Hurricanes have the top penalty kill in the NHL, in addition to the second ranked power play. Rick, hey, thanks for jumping in. Happy playoffs to you. It's a beautiful day where I am, but I have to actually shut the blinds because it's so bright. But Cortana and I enjoyed a short hike this morning and some frisbee as well. So she is well rested, or she's going to get her rest today. Well, that's why these streams are fun because it helps for those going through a difficult time. It's a good way to pass the time and take your mind off things a little bit. All right. 8 minutes remaining here in the first period. One of the best power plays, the Lightning with a healthy Stamkos. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, a chance. Palmieri! And just a little bit wide there. But Kane's coming up, or they're turning over the puck a little bit more than I'm used to seeing. Yeah, that would be funny, Dustin, because, yeah, some people might say that the Bruins kind of threw the last two games so that they got Toronto in the first round instead of Tampa. Damn, my stomach's growling. And the Hurricanes kill off the penalty. And now we're going to hitting the 7 minute mark in the period. The crowd applauding as the Hurricanes are able to do what they've done all year, and that's kill penalties effectively. Here at 5:52. Yeah, I'm at 6:50. All right, maybe a chance for from the point. Here's Orlov, the D to D pass. Chatfield with some traffic in front. Oh, nice. That's cool, Xander. Oh, Islanders maybe with something. Nope. And the back check is effective for the Canes defense there. A hockey holy log. Oh, lag. Oh, it's not. Well, at least it's not like my side of things is lagging. It's just that the site that I'm using is behind considerably for sure. But hey, if you're not watching the game, happy to be a voice for you here. Entering the last month of senior year in school. Any advice after graduation? Yo, there isn't one uniform path to success. You, my friend, get to forge your path to success because success is what you make of it. A hockey moment that made me laugh. Oh, gee. I mean, kind of piggybacking on off of Steve Dangle, but when the Bruins lost to the Senators, that made me laugh just because that way we had the Battle of Florida and we have Leafs and Bruins, the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, thank you, Aaron. You know, not necessarily what I practiced, but that's what I'll preach because I'll speak on my own experiences. Yeah, that's interesting. They said that the Hurricanes have gone like 7 minutes without a shot. That's pretty uncharacteristic of them. Islanders have looked pretty good here. Here's Clutterbuck and a good knock away there by it might have been Burns. But yeah, that's true. It's not just the top guns for the Islanders that generating these chances, and they almost turned it over right close to the net there too. You want the Islanders in 7? I think my prediction was this would go to 7. I've got the Hurricanes, but it wasn't. I'm not the most confident picking them in this series. Oh, a shot from Natchez just wide of Varlamov. Islanders have better last 10 games than the Canes. If so, it can't be by very much. I mean, the Hurricanes lost their last game. I know that, but they weren't scratching and clawing to get in. You know, And I mean, like you can applaud the Islanders for that, and they generate momentum. But the Hurricanes were just sitting some players in their last game because I mean, Their first 27 games were not very impressive. I think they were 14, 12, and 1. And after that, they won like 38 games. Islanders defense is stifling. I mean, Hurricanes are no slouch defensively either. How many years does Jordan Stahl have left in him? Well, he signed what? He signed a contract, I believe, in last year's offseason. I think it's for like 2 or 3 more years after this. But yeah, who knows? If the Islanders win this series, then we very well might have the Battle of New York in the second round, and I'd watch as many games or as many minutes of that as I possibly could. Uh, they got Freddie Anderson back, yeah, and he's looked really good too. That first goal though, I don't know. My screen's really small here, but I wasn't. It looked like they kind of just poked the puck through his pads. Fuba doesn't carry any games today. What? Oh man, that is frustrating. Well, guess what? I mean, I'm watching on what site am I watching? Streameast.gg because Sling TV won't even show me the game right now either. Like I try to pull up TBS and it says, yeah, like gives me a blank picture or it tells me that like I don't know. It gives me some lip. Battle of Florida, then New York. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't object to that. But yeah, Rangers, man, they've been fantastic just about all season long. But they have the President's Trophy, so yeah. It says this stream is unauthorized. Relaunch the app. Ensure the app is up to date. Uninstall, reinstall. I'm not even using an app. I'm using my web browser. It's so lame. MSG Plus. There you go. Sling and Fubo have crappy bandwidth. Well, Sean, I mean, I had like a good couple months there with Sling recently, and then all of a sudden it's like the playoffs start and they completely fold. It's like the Toronto Maple Leafs of streaming services. Ronta had regressed. I mean, sometimes I even forget that Ronta even played this year at all, just because they had Kachekov, they had Spencer Martin. Almost switched from YouTube TV to Sling TV. Good thing you didn't. Yeah, if cost isn't an issue for you, then stick with YouTube probably. All right, so I'm at the 3:30 mark approximately. Craig, thanks for jumping in. Interesting quote from Waugh. Nobody gave the Canadiens a chance in 86 or 93. 10 games ago, no one really gave us a chance, the Islanders, to be a part of the playoff picture, and now we're here. All right. Hurricanes trying to generate a couple chances here because the Islanders have, for now, the larger part of this period, have been the better team. 2-on-1. Clutterbuck shoots and goes over the net with both teams are stuck on 6 shots here. How you doing, Cortana? Not a whole lot's happening in this game, girl. I'll give you a treat, though, okay? Was that puck over glass? No, no. Or, I mean, if you're ahead of me and there was a penalty, then I don't know. I'll have to see what happens when we get to that point. He walks stuff. Hey. But at least from what I'm watching here, that was just a deflection out of play. Or then, yeah. Or, I mean, it was off the shot, so then there was no puck over glass. Ooh, Lee. Nice play from behind the net to strip the puck from the defender. But a good breakout for the Canes here. Watching through True TV. Okay. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with that. Seeing the Canes out early would give you some relief. I hear you on that. Yeah. You don't want there are only so many multi overtime games that a team can handle, right? But man, Bobrovsky was on a different planet in that series. Panthers will get bounced by the Lightning. I mean, I expect that one to be just a roller coaster of a series. No matter who wins it, like it's going to have its ups and downs for both teams. And I'm here for all of it, man. TBS through True TV. All right, we'll get a face off here in the Islanders zone, and New York wins that. Dump down, no icing. There's Sezikis. And nice anticipation there from Brent Burns. As I learned this year, Brent Burns is actually playing defense pretty well. He hasn't been pulling the trigger too much on offense these days. And I've got my Brent Burns bobblehead now up there on that little shelf, courtesy of Jacob in Kane's territory. Top line out there for Carolina. And an icing to the Islanders with a buck 29 remaining. T-Wolves running away with this game up by 20. Yeah, see, that's why we can be thankful for the Stanley Cup playoffs, because a second wild card like we saw last year is more than capable of making a deep run, whereas in the NBA, not so much. You can almost count the number of times we've seen an upset of that magnitude in the first round on one hand, right? Like the Warriors over the Mavericks in '07, right? And I know the Nuggets over the Supersonics in 94 or 93, 94. I don't know. Oh, one timer. Oh, that was a good setup, but that shot didn't go on goal. Eric Carlson should take notes from Bernsey. Yeah, yeah. The Carlson giveth and the Carlson taketh away. Justin Jefferson and Peterson. I always called Adrian Peterson AP and not AD, but I get it. All right, Canes, another face-off in the Isles zone. Come on, ref, pitter patter. All right, controlled by the Canes. Here's Orlov, shot from the point, and a little deflection in front, and a scramble there for a moment. Chatfield trying to feed it to the high slot, and the Islanders will break out the other way. A stretch pass. Here they come on the wing, a shot, and Anderson covering up with 102 left. Now we get some pushing and shoving there with Stahl and Sezikis, a couple of grizzled vets. I don't know. I don't know, Riley. I've got thousands of people to remember people's names. I got hundreds of people there that I got to remember. Vernon, hey, thanks for jumping in, man. Good luck to the Capitals in the first round. It ain't going to be easy, but that's one of the upsets that I would like to see happen. One more run for Ovechkin and the crew, huh? Eight to 7, the shots favor the Hurricanes, but we get a face-off in the Canes zone. David versus Goliath. Yeah, pretty comparable. With the Capitals only having 3 players with over 50 points. Martinook, and now behind the net, down to 45 seconds. All right, we'll get a whistle here. We had a puck deflecting to the netting. Excuse me. Blasphemy. Yeah, I was like, yeah, somebody will have a response to me there. I mean, I didn't pick the Capitals to win that series by any means. No, I've got the Rangers, and I said they'll win in 5 games. I never predict sweeps. Because if it's a close game, the Capitals they're up to snuff, man. That's how they've won games this year. A lot of 3-2 games. If the Caps win the first round, the Rangers have serious questions. Yeah, that's true. But remember, Peter Laviolette has had a lot of success with teams in his first year, right? He took the Hurricanes to the Stanley Cup in '06, his first year. Then they had that reverse sweep against the Flyers had that reverse sweep against the Bruins in 2010, Laviolette's first year there. They go to the final and actually put up a fight there against the Blackhawks toward the end. And then, of course, we have what he did with the Predators, getting them to the final in 2017. That wasn't his first year, but remember, they were a second wild card there. A little bit worried about Lindgren's brother. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know until now that they're actually brothers. Lindgren's a fairly common last name, right? At least if you're in Sweden. Now we get down to the final 10 seconds. We get an icing, though, in the Hurricane zone. So we'll get it dropped at the other end of the ice. See, we got 80 people tuning in. Fantastic. Well, as long as we can draw a crowd like you guys every time, I'm going to be streaming as much as I can. Got to pace myself a little bit, but we're live again tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow morning for me, being Pacific time, for Panthers versus Lightning. And then we'll be live on Monday for the evening games. Well, the late evening games, Western Conference teams. It's a doubleheader, only 30 minutes apart. So we'll be watching both games simultaneously. A lot of siblings in the NHL. Yeah, there actually are a fair bit. All right. Well, anyway, guys, we're now in the why is Sorokin not starting? Good question, Mason. Varlamov has been just blisteringly hot down the stretch, so they went with the hot hand. I probably would have still started Sorokin to show a vote of confidence in him, but Patrick Waugh, being a former goaltender himself, he's not messing around. So anyway, we go to first intermission with the score tied 1-1, and I'm going to use the restroom. So hold tight, guys. And keep an eye on Cortana for me. I'll be right back. Wait, I'll just put that in the chat. Do I like Biz? Here and there. Here and there. I do, let me say, I do appreciate when he actually replied and retweeted me. This was during the days of Twitter. A few years ago, I got a Coyotes jersey, and I put Biz Nasty on the back. And so he said, go Yotes. So I do appreciate him for that. As far as takes go, he's a little out in left field, but you know what? I appreciate at least he'll say some stuff that other people wouldn't dare to say. So I'll give him a little compliment sandwich there. Yeah, Canadian Watcher. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. I haven't figured out how to live stream to Rumble. It's a little bit tricky, but hey, I appreciate you dropping in here, and good luck to the Leafs tonight. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. Watch Cortana for me. Oh, P for the D. I know where that's from. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Hey, hey, girl, what's going on? Thanks for your patience. Here, let's give Cortana a treat. She's being a really good girl so far. All right. There we go. We want Fluffy. Blasphemy. You know what, though? I got to meet Fluffy a couple weeks ago. He's such a sweet dog. Great dog. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Well, I gotta say the Islanders aren't messing around. They played a good period. I think they were the better team there. The first 5 minutes or so were, Carolina. That's Cortana. I know. I was like, you guys. I said, let's keep an eye on her while I'm peeing here. It was a very long pee though. It was a wicked yes. If anybody gets that reference, what's going on? Ryan Smith. Hey, congrats on your purchase of the Coyotes. Well, it's first intermission right now, and the Hurricanes struck first. It was a power play goal from Yevgeny Kuznetsov, and then answering back was Kyle McLean for the Islanders. Sliced lamb is a healthy dog treat. Maybe if it's imported from New Zealand, it could probably be pretty good quality too. Isles were doing well. Could use some more offensive zone control. Yeah, but I mean, it's always going to be tough to win that possession battle against the Hurricanes. But yeah, I thought they did a really good job overall. The Texas Rangers went back to back. I'd be cool with that because my Giants aren't going anywhere this year, and I'm a Bruce Bochy fan. So there you go. What will the Utah franchise be named? I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Utah Yeti. I think that sounds awesome. I'd really like that. And we've got Seattle Kraken, we've got Minnesota Wild, we've got teams that don't have a plural team name. So I'd like that. I know that I heard that they had filed a trademark for Utah Venom. Not the biggest fan of that, considering Arizona has the Diamondbacks and they have the Rattlers. Like, I don't really think of Utah so much like that. I think Utah Bighorns would be kind of a cool name too. We want Stolars. Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing for them. Amaterasu. Hey, what's up? Hope you can knock off the Rangers. Honestly, just happy to be there. Yeah, I think that they could, if they stay in a tight game, right? Don't let the floodgates open. Then the 1-goal game has been their specialty this year. Utah Mountain Lions. I'm interested in seeing the Islanders cause an upset. I know it would ruin a lot of brackets. Yeah, that's true. And I have the Hurricanes winning this series, but in 7, because I think the Islanders are. I think they were a little bit of a tougher out this time. They got the top line rolling pretty well, or at least their top guns. They've produced well. Dobson's back, right? And Varlamov is on a different planet. Uh, that's a great name for a team, the Utah Yeti. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty fun. And it's a pretty far departure from Coyotes, right? So I think that's good. And some people want Utah Saints, and I would be super cool with that too. Should pick a name that rolls off the tongue and isn't a mouthful. Utah Yeti. That almost sounds like one word altogether. So I'll take that. Capitals 4-3 and Islanders. Oh, is that your bracket? Like you're saying Capitals and Islanders winning in 7? Boy, that's the first time I've seen that. That's unique. Utah Cortanas. I mean, if they named that team the Cortanas, or even the Katanas, the Japanese sword, then I might have to relocate, or at least become a season ticket holder. It's only a 10.5-hour drive to Salt Lake City from where I live. Red Wings got robbed. Man, I am disappointed that they didn't make the playoffs, just because it's been too long since they were last in them. You when the governor was talking with the NHL to try to move the Coyotes to Hartford. The governor of Massachusetts or Connecticut? Uh, then would the mascot be a sword or a samurai? Yeah. Well, the buffalo's the saber and the sabers, and they actually in their logo have both the swords and a bison. So I think Utah. I think that if they were the katanas or Salt Lake Samurai would actually be pretty awesome, or like Utah Ronin or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't really fit Salt Lake though, but just spitballing, giving some names. Utah Venom. I don't know. Venom seems to me it doesn't seem like a top tier pro league name, like a minor league team. Absolutely. Massachusetts and Connecticut. Well, yeah. I mean, considering the Whalers used to play in Massachusetts, right? They played also in Springfield, Mass, not just Boston. But yeah, he's been trying to get the Whalers back for a while. Yeah, Whalers are your favorite uniform ever. So classic. It's a great uniform. Um, and I kind of like the white jersey more than the green one, honestly. But I would probably what's up, Bruce? I'd probably and red panda. Oh, it's one of the cutest animals out there. Have you ever seen a red panda, little baby red panda, a red panda cub? I guess it's one of the cutest things on the planet. Utah Whalers. The Panthers get swept in the first round. You will laugh. I'll be very, very disappointed to see that. But anything is possible when those two teams lock horns. Red pandas are adorable. How about the Utah Red Pandas? There's a person at the Canes game with a Whalers jersey. Yeah, when I went to the Canes game 3 weeks ago, I wore a Whalers hat. You see that a little bit here and there in the crowd. Not a ton of it though. Whalers or Nordiques? Yeah, Nordiques is my all time favorite. Yeah, but Whalers is right there too. Favorite Mortal Kombat character? I never was like a big Mortal Kombat guy. I mean, as a kid, I liked Sub Zero, but I didn't really play the games that much. Um, how about Utah Kung Fu Pandas? That sounds pretty good to me. This is how we pass away intermission. Maybe we'll do some trivia at intermission for an upcoming stream. Utah Gold Rush? What about like Utah Miners? Nah, that doesn't sound good, I don't think. Do I like the Flames reverse retro jersey? Um, are you talking about Blasty or the pedestal jersey? I'm personally a fan of both of them. Utah Snowstorms. I know that they trademarked or they filed a trademark for Blizzard. My only complaint is that it's too similar to the Avalanche, and they're in the same conference. They're in neighboring states in the same division, right? So I wouldn't want to have Blizzard and Avalanche in the same division, but I like it overall. I'll say that. Uh, Golden Spikes. Ooh, I Rails. Or Bodacious. I kind of like that one. Utah Nuggets. That would probably be a little bit of a slap in the face to who owns the Nuggets now. It's not Cronky, is it? And maybe it's Cronky. I don't know. Utah Undertakers. Ooh, yikes. That's a bit morbid, but it doesn't sound bad. Utah Influencers. What? What's my dog's name? Her name is Cortana. Cortana Fohammer Pinkerton. There it is. Utah Scorpions. That'd be pretty sweet. Utah Corruption. There you go. The Utah Mountain Lions, because mountain lions are so prevalent in Utah. I mean, I think that would be kind of a safe bet. So that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that BYU, Brigham Young University in Salt Lake, they're called the Cougars as well. And like same mascot, right? Just different name. I don't know. Mountain Lions, meh. Maybe Pumas instead. I don't know, but that kind of connotes soccer. If she's Cortana, am I the Master Chief? Yes. And when I prepare food for her, I'm the Master Chef. Utah Grizzlies. I don't see that happening because that's the name of the ECHL team, and Grizzlies don't live in Utah, so I would pass on that one. The Utah Kaboom. That's fun, at least. Utah Stingers. Okay, yeah. Maybe not Venom, but Stingers would be pretty good, especially because it's the Beehive State. I kind of like that. Utah Reapers. Utah. I think you were saying pandas. You guys have some good ones though. What someone was saying something about the Sharks. That Greer says Barabanov, Hoffman, and LeBanc are going to walk as free agents. Okay, that's what I would have expected. I wouldn't have expected Greer to say that outright, but yeah, that's of course the right call. Utah Salt, Utah Goldfish, Utah Skiers. I kind of like the idea of Utah Shredders, but that's not really a hockey reference. Utah Salties, the Salt Lakers. Still like Cougars, which aren't Panthers. Well, a Panther can be any sort of like big wildcat, right? Will Crosby re-sign with the Penguins? I think you mean re-sign, not resign. Because when you say re-sign, you have to put a little hyphen there. That's something I only learned like 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, Crosby, if they miss the playoffs next year, I would say there's a small possibility he could go somewhere else. But I'm still leaning toward he would sign. Yes, re-sign. Nice. Utah Anacondas. Utah Serpents? Utah Serpents would be kind of cool, but then again, that sounds too much like the Kraken, like with the I don't know. Kraken aren't serpents themselves, but it kind of almost tangential. But Utah Jacks. Hey Samantha, thanks for joining us. Utah Rocks, yeah. Where would Crosby go? I mean, before the trade deadline, we were saying, hey, is there any chance that he could possibly be moved to the Avalanche to play on the same team as McKinnon, who's from the same province? Utah Twisters, Mason. There you go. The Utah Dunes. That'd be the first time I ever heard of that sort of sports mascot. Yeah, you can see the jersey here. It's just a generic, or not a generic, but a standard Islanders home jersey with John Tavares on it. I got it for $30 or something like that a few years ago. Because Tavares jerseys, after he signed with the Maple Leafs, those jerseys just everybody was trying to sell theirs. Will we ever see Landeskog back on the ice? I hope so. Really, that's kind of one storyline to look into. I know that isn't he back to skating though, right? And I think it's been like that for a little while. And I was gonna say, I also wonder the same thing about Logan Couture because he missed all but 6 games this year. And I mean, I wouldn't be all that surprised if Couture actually, I don't know about straight up retired. My friend said maybe he'll sit out for a year. I could see that happening. Utah Stingrays, interesting. Cortana is very attentive. Yeah, she is because she knows I have the treats. Utah Mountaineers. I like that. I like that one. When does Vegas and Stone play their first game? Monday night. So it's 10 p.m. Eastern, and we will be live during that game. Oh, God, Riley. Utah Dragons. Marshawn. Oh, what 2 teams will make it to the final? All right, my prediction, I have very little justification, honestly. I didn't even make a predictions video because I was so clueless this time. But I'm going a little hot here. I'm saying that out of the Eastern Conference, we'll see the Tampa Bay Lightning get back to the final, but they will lose to the Winnipeg Jets. Give me the Jets, baby. Utah Squids. But yeah, I have zero confidence in that whatsoever. Oh, we're getting underway with the second period, by the way. I like to see that. Pardon, my stream is going to be a little bit behind yours. But let's see if the Hurricanes can have a little bit more of a complete period because the Islanders looked very strong. My reaction, yes, he knows. Wait, no, no, no. That's a very bold prediction. Yeah, it is. Yeah. My preseason, though, my preseason cup prediction was Avalanche over Hurricanes. So that's a lot more, grounded, I would say. You have Stars and Panthers in the final. Yeah, that could very well happen. I think the Panthers are a very complete team. Utah Yoshis. There you go. Did load up at the deadline. Yeah. And you know what? You know what I like about what the Jets did? And some other teams did this as well, but what the Jets did really well was that they added complementary pieces. They didn't try to like get the big fish. Granted, the trade deadline market was not nearly as attractive as it was last year, I don't think. Jets versus Canes. Yeah, I saw somebody else today with that prediction. A lot of people have the Hurricanes winning. Oh, nice trailer pass and a shot. Good block, though, by Horvat. Tampa traded for a playoff run. Yeah, I mean, Brisebois actually did pretty well at the deadline because he didn't have much in the way of assets to exchange, and he got Duclair for a third rounder, very very affordable, and a prospect who actually the Sharks did give a couple games to at the very end of the season. Has this season been a train wreck for the Devils? Well, yeah, but that's all encompassing because the injuries had a lot to do with it. But the real good teams do find ways to overcome those injuries. Funny you use the term "big fish." I mean that's the term I've always heard that or going big game hunting. Waking me up when someone scores. Oh, well, I'll be sure to do that. I don't know who I want Dallas to play in the Cup final. Oh, I haven't thought about who they would match up best with. But for storyline purposes, Stars and Hurricanes would be great because we'd have Pavelski against Burns. Will I do an Avalanche playoff stream at some point? I don't know exactly when, but I'll try to. Especially if they make it out of the first round, right? Then we'll have fewer games to fewer matchups to cover. Sharks have a lot of youth coming up. Yeah, I just want I want them to be competitive there. A good shot there from the point from the Islanders. They're threatening again. They got it behind the net. And Teravine, a nice job just sticking the attacker there. Who got the big fish? Gee, I wonder. Yeah, Islanders forecheck here. Pretty relentless. Nice keep in the zone there by Pellick. And now the Hurricanes can finally get a change. Oh, and Kuznetsov denied by Varlamov. What are the odds of the Avs winning this year? I'm not as high on them as I'd like to be because they had some interesting dips, right? Their inconsistencies this year make me feel kind of uneasy. But if they beat the Jets, for all we know, that might be the biggest challenge that they face, just based on how that matchup has gone for them this season. So I wouldn't be. I mean, the West I think is a more level playing field than the East is. Not by a huge margin, but I think the West is more of a level playing field. And so I think that they have, do they have as good of a shot as like the Stars, the Jets, and the Canucks? Oh, post shot there from the point for the Hurricanes. But yeah, I think they're capable, but I wouldn't have them ranked as high as contenders in the Western Conference. All right, here's Svechnikov just retrieving the puck here in his own zone. See if the Hurricanes have something going here. In front, and a nice pad save from Varlamov. Or maybe the attacker put that wide, the shooter put it wide. Uncle Hi, I watched the vids, but this is your first time on a live. Oh, cool, thanks, welcome. It's great to have you here. And especially, hey, I welcome as many Hurricanes fans as we can get here. Especially having seen the arena for the first time just a few weeks ago. How far do I have the Oilers going? I still am not entirely sold on the Oilers. They've played obviously some very strong hockey, but I just I look at kind of the backside of things, and I just don't know if that defense and goaltending is strong enough to go that deep into the playoffs. Could they make it to the conference final? I think maybe. It's going to be hard if they run into the Canucks, but I wouldn't count them out. I would not count out the Oilers. I just don't see them going any further than that. Uh, Utah Yeti, yeah. How pumped am I for the Fanatics here? I'm trembling with excitement. Great questions. Oh, you're a Hurricanes and Flyers fan. Interesting. That was another team that, the Isles and the Caps are the wild card, or not the wild cards, but they were the two teams, two of those teams that were able to qualify for the playoffs down the stretch. I'm fine with whoever makes it from the East, honestly, but I still was kind of cheering for the Flyers just based on the fact that they were such a long shot to make the playoffs in the first place. And also for the Red Wings, just to kind of, have them back in the postseason for the first time in forever. Which German-born players have won the Stanley Cup? Dennis Seidenberg, Uwe Krupp, and Tom Kuhnackel. I know Christian Ehrhoff nearly won a Stanley Cup. But, yeah, not too many have. I don't think. Marco Sturm never won one. Where is the Colorado Avalanche Stanley Cup final stream? Well, we'll have to wait to see if they can make it that far. John says check off a box. Okay. So something might have happened. Kane's power play, really? All right. Well, guys, don't spoil it too much for me. All right. Oh yeah, it's a puck over glass. That's right. All right. So we're on the board here, guys. We're on the board. So I'm gonna add this back here. So, all right. So this one right here, that gives us 100 points, everybody. 100 points. We're shooting for 2,000, but a lot of them could come at the end of the stream. Let's see here. We got puck over glass. There we go. Perfect. All right, Kane's power play. Here we go. 1,900 to go. Exactly. Yeah, but we might get a lot of them at the very end. Burnsy, cross-ice feed. Pull the trigger, boys. Shot just a little bit wide. Pollock. Excuse me. I always get 3 and 6 mixed up, but not 6 and 9. And still held in the zone here. Hurricanes second in the NHL in power play this year. Burns out there with Aho. And Aho loses a handle there. He kind of glitched for a second, really. Carolina able to hold it with Gensel, and now an intercepted pass, and the Islanders get the clear. What's that, John? You might have to just clarify for me. Sometimes I see the comments a little bit later after I've said something, and I don't remember what I've said. 1 minute left on the power play. Here's Burns along the wall here for Aho. Back to the point. Burns a shot, and that goes through, but a little bit wide. Retained from the point again, and that shot goes wide. And now we got one of the Hurricanes hitting the ice, and it's Seth Jarvis. And are we going to get another penalty here, or was it friendly fire? No blood from Jarvis. Looks like the fans are applauding him for getting back up quickly. Nothing is written under puck over glass, so it's just a normal box. That's right, yeah. So you get 100 points for puck over glass. So basically how this works is we're trying to get as many points out of the board. And so all of these are up for grabs. And basically, if we reach over 2,000 points, or we check off 9 squares, that would be a lot. Or if we get 3 in a row in any way, shape, or form, then I will find a way to randomly select one of you to win a Twisted Wrister hockey t-shirt. As long as you live in North America or in or live in Europe, so I can ship my merchandise to you easily. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Um, oh, it was a puck to the face. Thank you for clarifying that, Mr. Bennett. Do I have to be present to be eligible? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So that would probably come at the end of the game. Snooze fest so far? A little bit, yeah. Natchez? Why did he pass on that opportunity? He should have shot it. Oh my god! Don't make it too difficult, man. Don't complicate things. Feel for them as a local fan that watches your teams was about to move to Nat. Oh, the Devils, really? And the Islanders almost moved to Kansas City? Really? I don't. Huh. I can't remember anybody ever talking about that. I think I heard about the Devils in Nashville, though. Am I going to do this throughout the playoffs? I would like to, Trevor. It just kind of depends on the size of our audience and some other stuff as well. But hey, if things go according to plan, then I'll do more of this. Maybe not every game, but yeah. Or like maybe tomorrow is going to be trivia or whatever. Yeah, so all you got to do is sit back and watch, and then, like I said, we're kind of playing together as a team, all of us here. All right, that was the Penguins nearly moved to Kansas City. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, good defense there from Pesci behind the net. Unrestricted free agent to be. And Kane's getting a clear here. Game could go either way at this point. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Islanders have they've taken 2 penalties? Is that right? We might be getting points for penalties though. And now Romanov trying to feed it behind the net. Here's Lee, wrap around, and the rebound. Oh, yeah. If there's a wraparound goal or a goal that was influenced by a wraparound, then I have to eat a quart of ice cream. That's one of my kind of dares there in the 400-point column at the bottom. To convince the Devils to move. Really? Interesting. Well, I'm glad it worked out for them because that's a fun place to watch hockey. Another German player to win a Stanley Cup, Philip Grubauer. Yeah, with the Capitals, not the Avalanche, but the Caps. All right, Aho, here he comes. Pollock, good back check, feeding it behind the net. How is that a punishment about the ice cream? It really isn't, but some people will probably be sick to their stomach by how much I can actually put down. Chatfield, a shot from the point and a good block in front as the Islanders are not giving any quarter to the Hurricanes. Ooh, and taken down there is a Kane. Is that going to be a penalty? Nope, we play on. That, from a bird's eye view, that could have been called, but you watch Matt Stoney vids and Beardman's vid. Yeah, same here. Same here, man. Nothing surprises you. Yeah, I know, right? Especially with, those guys are, pretty lean, the two of them. Thank you, Samantha. All right. We're halfway through this game now. At about 9:30 left in this period. Isles try to get the cycle game going, but this is batted out of play and maybe a chance. Natchez in the Islanders' corner, trying to cycle this to the other side. A good look there for Teravainen, but a pass that goes a little bit wide of him, and the Isles will come back. And a shot, and that puck, that puck went off of Anderson and nearly trickled along the goal line. That was close, man. Burns a chance off the turnover, and that puck goes out of play with 9 minutes left. Yeah, exactly, anime nerd, exactly. So a close call for the Hurricanes. And I mean, just something like that can be the difference maker. All right. Looks like I got my Sling TV working, so that's good. Now I can maybe be a little bit more in sync with you guys. As a Kings fan, Dallas or Edmonton is a lose-lose situation, but I'd rather play Edmonton again. At least you have a chance. I mean, the Kings have given the Oilers fits at times in those series. I thought for a moment 2 years ago, I thought the Kings were going to win that series. And they pushed Edmonton to 7 games. And now, the Kings still have all those weapons. And you look at somebody like Byfield. Well, not all those weapons. If you want to count like Velarde or Iafallo used to play with Kopitar. But, I mean, the Kings do have some weapons to, as a counterpunch to the Oilers. But the defense has to hold up against them. You're at 9 minutes left in this period. Do I have jerseys for sale? I'm open to selling some of my jerseys. I don't think I listed them in the video description though. Oh, great! And now my my broadcast just cut out again. God dang it! Stream East. All right, I'll get back to the broadcast though. Yeah, just cut out on me again. All right, Byfield is great on the top line. Yeah, he had a really strong breakout kind of season. All right, let's see if I can get the game back here. The under is, you want a Kraken jersey? Yeah, you will not regret that at all. The under is always the safe bet. I agree, Sean. Take this one in overtime. Hey, I think that's a pretty strong prediction. I would side with you probably. Is the worst at buffering, really? Yeah. Yeah, I'm at 855 now. 205 votes in the poll. Really? Wow. Wow. That's a lot of votes. Where can you get a Kraken jersey? Well, you can go through the NHL shop or Fanatics, but you can also pick a smaller vendor like sportsk.com. That's all one word, sportsk. They don't sell women's jerseys, but if you buy one of the smaller unisex jerseys, then maybe it will fit. Ooh, Anderson gets the net got knocked off, and Anderson actually stumbled backwards. He's fine, but we're gonna get a stoppage and play. Thanks, Peter. I've got a few of them, man. Ben H Sports on eBay, yeah. Yeah, but I'm not too familiar if there are any other good sellers for women's jerseys apart from Fanatics in the NHL shop. But we do have women's Twisted Wrister shirts available now. Hey now, and we have tank tops. We got clothes for everybody in the family, from babies to toddlers to pets and fellow dudes out there like myself. Cool Hockey? Yeah, Cool Hockey, I think, just sells the unisex jerseys. All right, well, anyway, down to 821. And whoa, look at this. The Islanders are out shooting the Hurricanes 15-10. Sideline swap is a great option. Yeah, that's like kind of like an ecosystem, right? It's like a seller's ecosystem. Toria, hey, thanks for jumping in. What about hats? Hatland is actually a decent place. All right, we get a whistle here with 7:43 now remaining. But yeah, for Twisted Wrister hats. Oh, those are available, yes. I only have my main logo available. It's not recolored for any of the other teams. I haven't done that just yet. But yeah, we do have a snapback hat that's available in our store. Just see the video description below. We go to a commercial break here. And of course, after this, I'm sure a lot of us will be watching the Bruins and the Maple Leafs game 1. I'll be tuning in. I won't be streaming during that time. I don't expect to be. All right, let's take that out for right now. Will I make twisted wrister jerseys? Boy, I was so close to getting to that, but I just haven't. I still haven't made up my mind exactly how I want to do that, but like I'm gonna try my very hardest. The good thing now is that I have the new logo already done, so it's like now I can actually roll that out at some point. But yeah, I would absolutely love that. Predators in the Canucks series, Yusei Saros and Thatcher Demko will get the start. Yeah, I would think so as well. Although Lankinen for Nashville has done a really good job with them. I think. What are Lankinen's numbers? Because I thought that guy was. I didn't think he was a full time NHL goalie. Okay, 908 save percentage, a 2.82 goals against. But for a backup, that's pretty good. All right, we'll get back to the action here from PNC Arena. Is P? I, I I forgot. Is PNC technically still in Raleigh? It is, right? It's not in Cary, even though like Cary's basically behind the arena. Yeah. An alternate with Cortana. Yeah, I mean the main jersey will probably be with the Cortana logo, and then maybe I'll make another one with the old school logo as well. Maybe. I just want people to be able to order them, a la carte, right? So I don't want to have to buy a bunch of jerseys, have them shipped here, and then ship them to people because then the costs will just be exorbitant at that point. Yeah, right on the campus of NC State. Yeah. Oh, Cortana, you haven't seen much action today, have you, kiddo? Let's give Cortana a treat for being a good girl. How about that? Hi, you come here. Oh, Islanders, maybe a chance, a shot, and Anderson denying. Was that Barzell? Great save by Anderson, and the Islanders creating some pretty strong opportunities. Oh, Orlov just wide of the net. And now Jarvis, top line out there for the Hurricanes. Jarvis again from behind the net, cycling it back to the point. Looking for somebody in front of the net there. The Islanders snuff it out. And a turnover in the neutral zone, but looks like New York will come back, get a change here. Hurricanes play NC State. Yeah, well, I mean, there's just a small discrepancy in capacity. You've never heard Cortana bark. Yeah, Cortana is very quiet. The only time she'll bark when she's indoors is if somebody rings the doorbell. And I literally have a sign on my door saying, don't ring the doorbell, don't knock. All right, Islanders trying to get a cycle game going here from behind the net. Moved out to the point. Dobson can't control it in a foot race for the puck. Dobson able to evade Stefan Nason. And off the turnover, a shot, and somebody blocked that in front for the Isles. But that was a good opportunity for the trailing attacker there. Play-by-play for fun. I mean, just on live streams. Greatest hockey pickup from each year. Oh God, I don't know, man. I'd have to really think on that one. Besides, I've been given so many I've been given a lot of jerseys, especially that I can't just pick one over the other. That's just not fair. But 3 years ago, for example, Jean, who lives in Hurricanes territory, he gave me an Atlanta Thrashers powder blue jersey, and I mean, that's up there among the greatest stuff that I've received. Barzell doesn't look so good. See, my screen is really tiny here, so it's kind of hard for me to follow along. All right, well, we got a commercial break, and I think we're what late in the period now, right? But yeah, still 1-1. See if I can drag this over to my other screen here. That'd be nice. Come on now. There we go. There we go. Now I can. I know that we have our game board still going, and that's very well alive. And hopefully we get some. We can cross off some boxes at the end. But for right now, I want to just focus on us here, and then I can watch it here. He still looks quick. The plays are just silly. Well, I mean, thankfully, there are definitely some other players in white stepping their game up for today, and they're doing a great job getting in front of shots. That has been, I think, the biggest strength of them in this game so far. Any thoughts on who takes game one between the Bruins and Maple Leafs, guys? I don't. Nylander apparently is questionable. I don't know if there's an update on him just yet, but we'll probably find out toward the end of this stream, of course. Yeah, and right now the broadcast is talking about exactly that, getting in front of shots. But yeah, they've been in front of everything, especially after that first 5 minutes. Seen any movies that feature Dwayne Johnson? I mean, I don't really watch too many new release movies these days. But to my surprise, the Jumanji reboot was really good. I actually enjoyed that a lot, and he also made me chuckle a little bit in the movie. What was it? Get Smart. What was it? The Get Shorty sequel. I forget what that was called. Be Cool, I think. Is that what that was? That came out a while ago. Leaning toward the Bruins. I want to give Toronto a chance, but you're thinking Bruins. Of course, they have home ice. But yeah, if there's no Nylander, I think that I think that picking the Bruins is a good bet. They haven't lost to Toronto. Has goalie issues, but they might be able to overcome them with goals scored. Yeah, but I mean, look at the Bruins defense. Oh, a turnover in the slot, a shot. Anderson, the huge save off of Barzell. Oh, brother. That right there could have decided the game. How does he not score that? I know. Well, that's not the only chance the Islanders have had. Look at that. What a nice stick lift there from Cizikas to pry that away from Aho, man. Dude, they're giving the Hurricanes some fits. Yeah, Bruin or Jack Edwards retiring, and Jeff Reimer. Yeah, a couple of longtime broadcasters there. And we've seen some other people step down in recent years as well, including the late legend Rick Jenneret. Ray Liotta. Yeah, how long ago did he pass away? Was that last year? Bruins defense and goaltending is better. Oh yeah, without question. I think the Leafs have they have. I think if they had a top 10 defense, they could make a deep run with the goaltenders that they have. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, Samantha, but you got to be careful though. You probably want to buy a brand new jersey with the tags on. You just want to make sure that you're not buying something that's counterfeit. That's important. And a shot from the point there and blocked, and the Canes get the clear. But yeah, boy, they're being outshot now, 18-10. Jeepers. Freddie Anderson has had to be the difference maker in black. Get a whistle here with 3:46 remaining in my stream. FYI. So yeah, 67% of you have the Hurricanes winning this game. I think the way things are going right now, though, I'm not entirely convinced. A shot from Romanov. It trickles. Oh, couldn't quite get through there. It was a bit of a knuckler. Now Kokaniemi or Kuznetsov pulls up in the Isle zone and has the puck immediately knocked away. You know, the Hurricanes, there have been a couple of times where they've been trying to make the pretty pass, make the pretty play. They can't afford to do that when they only have 10 shots on goal. Svechnikov, he gets slashed by Romanov. Still holding on. A shot with the backhand and covered up by Varlamov. Where can you find one that's not too expensive? I mean, I can't really offer any more advice on that. I think I've pretty much shared all I know right now. Strong arm, hey, thank you for joining us and happy playoffs day to you. What's your cup final prediction? BW Hockey's videos. Favorite? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I know Brendan pretty well. We've featured him on the channel and vice versa. Favorite home jersey? I'm a sucker for the Calgary Flames jersey set. Jason, what's going on? Cats over Jets. Okay, I've got Jets over Lightning. Dangle's bracket comments has your bracket your first round identical, except for a big upset. What's that? He likes the Islanders. Interesting. And and that shot goes a little bit wide off the stick of Aho. And when I refer to Aho, it's going to be the Hurricanes Aho because he's going to probably rip more shots. Go Leafs! Hey, good luck to them. I hope they can do it. I hope they can pull it off. But you got the Preds over the Canucks. Yeah, I've heard some of our viewers picking the Predators. And you know them as the lower seed. They are always just nasty. Oh, maybe a chance for the Islanders here. Here they come with Anders Lee, a shot and couldn't. Oh, actually, Anderson did get a pad on that one. But yeah, right off the rebound, here come the Islanders once again. Another shot from Anders Lee, and now Burns trying to get the clear, moved out. Watch the NBA playoffs today. Magic versus Cavs. It's crazy that like those teams are actually good. Now the top line out there for the Hurricanes, down to 1:30 left here in the period. The Flames have awful luck. I don't think they were. I mean, if we're talking about over the last 30 years, yeah, I hear you. 34 years. Shaky goalies, no defense, and a soft coach. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I think that sure you can fire Sheldon Keefe, and that might whoever you hire could be an upgrade. But how much does that move the needle with the Maple Leafs organization? I really don't know if it does all that much. So far so good here, Rick. It's a stalemate so far, but the Islanders have been very tough. They've been blocking tons of shots, and they've gotten some good quality chances in front of the net. But Anderson has been composed quite well in the crease, making some stops. Yeah, it's a 2-1 margin. I'm not surprised to see that, but the way this game has gone, I would think the Islanders are very capable of taking this. Leafs had Babcock. That's true. All right, now Pesci. Maybe one more opportunity here for the Hurricanes, and Varlamov easily able to paddle that aside. And one more shot, and the horn sounds as we've reached second intermission. How's this game? Yeah, just kind of a stalemate, man. I mean, I'm kind of surprised the Islanders aren't up by maybe even 2 goals at this point. But yeah, Anderson looks really good in goal, and there isn't like a whole lot to say. There are not a lot of events in this game so far. Cyclones, hello. Thank you for joining. Hurricanes should wear the Whalers jerseys in the playoffs. Oh my gosh. I think that you can't change jerseys during the playoffs, though. Uh, who will win the cup? Cyclones asks. I'm going a little bit out on a limb, and I've got the Winnipeg Jets over the Tampa Bay Lightning. A little nutty, I know, but I think that in the West, there are like 7 teams you could say 6 or 7 teams that could easily come out of that division. I don't know about the Predators, but like I could see about just about anybody else winning the West. And in the East, if Tampa gets past the Panthers, I mean that really does prove that they are a legitimate threat to make a deep run. I think even against a team like the Rangers or even the Hurricanes for that matter. My question is for you: who do you have winning the Stanley Cup? And Cyclones, is that Cincinnati Cyclones? Iowa State Cyclones? Vegas upsetting Dallas. I've got that too. Yeah. Winfield. First of all, or Scott. I guess your name's Scott. Well, anyway. First of all, go Giants. I know I'm wearing the teams that are playing right now, but I am faithful to the orange and black. Believe it or not. Tampa over Colorado. Ooh, revenge. Are you tuning in from Iceland? Oh, okay, cool. Tad says a rematch of 1994, and I'd be here for it. I'd absolutely enjoy that. I would root for the Canucks to win their first Stanley Cup, sure. Not like 2011. Oh yeah, that's right, Scott. You're from in Missoula. That's right. How am I feeling about the Sharks? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like trust the process, but one thing that we can't lose sight of is that from a development level, like at the AHL, they need to make some big changes, I think. So Greer has done a good job drafting, or at least, he's of course gotten rid of some contracts that were not aging well from the previous regime. But that's one area that I need to see him take a step forward with what he's able to do from a leadership and administration kind of standpoint with the Barracuda. Carolina over Vancouver. Okay, I think that's kind of the first time I've seen that pick. I wouldn't be entirely surprised, but yeah. You live in Iceland. Oh, awesome. I visited about 18 months ago, and I tell people it's my favorite country to visit in the northern hemisphere. My favorite country in the southern hemisphere is New Zealand. But yeah, it's incredible there. It's almost like being on a different planet. Hopefully they extend Zetterlund. I think he's under contract one more year. Oh, you're partially Icelandic. Interesting. Yeah, not too many people can say that. Gonna watch the game, but TBS won't play the game. Oh, that's disappointing to say the least. NHL 14. That's the one with Martin Brodeur on the front, right? By the way, Cortana has been a very good girl, and there have only been 2 goals in this game. So we have to give Cortana more treats. A jersey for every team. That'd be crazy. Crazy awesome. I mean, I used to have that, but I'm close, but yeah. Here's to the best time of the year. Exactly, Eustace. What team are you rooting for in the in the playoffs? What team do you want to see win the cup this year? Tekken female character. I don't know. It's been forever since I played Tekken. I just know that I would play as Martial Law. Oh, Rangers or Capitals? It's hard for me to make a case for the Capitals, honestly. I think them upsetting the Rangers would be even bigger than the Panthers upsetting the Bruins last year. Canucks, they're due, says Dave. Well, they're definitely due. And again, the playing field in the West, I think is fairly level for them to possibly make a run. But I have them bowing out in the conference final against the Jets. Oilers got to root for Draisaitl. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And I would be happy about that too. I got to take off, Selected Boy. All right. Okay, man. Thanks for hopping in. We'll see you around soon. But yeah, the Islanders might be playing spoiler here in game 1. Who do I have in the NBA Finals? I'll extend that one to the chat because I don't follow the NBA, unless maybe the Warriors are in it. But their time's up. Really. How close is Ovechkin to tying Gretzky? I think he's what, like 42 goals away, right? Alex Ovechkin is now 41 from tying Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, 41 goals. So the way things are, it looks like he probably won't do it next year. But then again, Ovi might be really motivated. After next year, he has one more year left on his deal. So as long as he stays relatively healthy, he'll be able to pass Gretzky. Will I do a live stream for the Canucks? Humranj, at some point I will. I think so. Warriors are out, lost the play into the Kings. Yeah, that's right. They did not have a good game then. But it's good to see the Sacramento Kings actually doing well for a change. I know they played well last year too. Yeah, yeah. All right, who is going to score the next goal in this game? Give me a player. Favorite hockey documentary: Boys on the Bus about the Oilers. I haven't seen that one before, but I always like recommendations for that sort of thing. Will I be live tomorrow morning? Yes. There's If you go to my channel's homepage, you can always see what my upcoming live streams are. Hopefully, Aho. Uh, Room looks like a hockey museum. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff I haven't put up recently. Stuff that's been gifted to me from our subscribers and that sort of thing. But yeah, hockey documentaries. Mine would be probably the Russian Five. That was incredible. So well composed. Like I love that one. Absolutely. Tony says Horvat. I haven't. How's Horvat doing here anyway? He hasn't really. I haven't seen him getting off any shots really, but maybe I just haven't paid too much attention. Barzell has 4 shots. Okay, Horvat has 2 shots, at least 2 that are credited to him so far. But yeah, I think the story of this game so far is the Islanders actually, limiting the damage from the Hurricanes and doing a fantastic job of that. Let's see here. McLean. Oh, McLean does have the first goal for New York. What's for dinner tonight? I don't know actually. I really didn't have any plans for that. Natchez. I mean, if we were talking about last year, I think Natchez would be one of the first players I thought of because he was so clutch last year. Oh yeah, Strong Arm. Thanks for joining us here. Yeah, I do love this Hurricanes hat. Let's see here. Gonna join the lightning stream tomorrow. Go Bolts. All right, cool. Since I'm from the Bay, thoughts on the A's temporary relocation to Sacramento before they go to Las Vegas? I don't know if I don't really have a strong thought about that. I'm just glad that well, it's not like the fans in Oakland were enthusiastic about going to the games this year. So they might as well do something useful like play somewhere else. But I don't know what their draw is going to be in Sacramento. Have they played any home games yet? What team name do I want from Utah? Yeah, we were talking about this earlier on the stream. We had a lot of different suggestions. I like Utah Yeti a fair bit. Utah Yeti sounds good to me. I like Utah Saints. I don't think they'll choose that, but I would like that one too. What a good girl says. I don't know how to say that. Narinamak. But yeah, Cortana is a very good girl. Let's give her another little snack here, huh? You've been to the River Cat Stadium? It's nice and small. And that's where the Giants play AAA, right? You hope that the Canadians get Demidov. And a lot of people would say that the Habs probably had the biggest need for Celebrini. And yeah, I mean, I want to say though, I'm glad that Slavkovsky picked it up as the season went along. If I enjoy the Russian Five, love of miracles and men. Oh, interesting. And I think that it would be awesome to see something about from the Soviet side of things, right? Of what was that? Of miracles and men, miracles and men. And what was the other one that you were mentioning earlier, Peter? Peterman. Uh, Boys on the Bus. Okay. I actually watched the recent ESPN Plus. It's like a mini documentary. It's like 45 minutes long. It's called Saving Sakic, about how Joe Sakic almost went to the New York Rangers when he was a free agent in 1997. That was a restricted free agent, I think he was. So the Avalanche apparently would have had to surrender as many as 5 first-round draft picks. Vikings chat reports, am I a Wild fan? Actually, no. So I'm not from Minnesota, but I just happen to like the Vikings. And when I was a kid, I liked the Twins. Yeah, Torio just mentioning that. Slavkovsky improved a lot. Awesome. You couldn't imagine losing your hot. Yeah, I know, right? I've been kind of scared about my Sharks just because the attendance has been so bad. What jersey should you collect? Well, I mean, I'm always going to say the Sharks, but Buffalo's a good one, I think. You can go with a classic team like the Rangers or the Blackhawks or Canadiens. You would have had to hate Sakic. That's right, because I know that you were not a fan of Messier's. Have I watched any of the PWHL? Actually, no, I haven't. I think it's cool though that they make their games so easily available. But yeah, really, I mostly just watch NHL and then some international competitions, right? Like World Juniors or Winter Olympics, right? Hey, there's Ethan. Yo, your team looks really good. I am pleasantly impressed, even though I do root for the Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference. Bringing hockey home. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. Get your hands on some Coyotes tarps before they're gone. Yeah, really. But there's always the secondary market if you can tread carefully because of getting crappy counterfeits or something. As a Hoosier, it's kind of a given to be a Wild or Red Wings fan. I see. Yeah. So, but no Blackhawks, huh? Going down swinging. Yeah. Oh, they've given the Hurricanes fits pretty much all game long. I'm okay with relocating, but completely starting a new franchise. Really, like you know, I grew up a Seattle Sonics fan, and I wasn't really following the NBA too much when they were relocated to Oklahoma City. But when I heard about it, I was just like, "What the hell is this?" You know. So I never thought to cheer for the Thunder. Granted, I never hated them by any means, but it just took all the air out of the sails, really. Big shot about John Spano. Oh yeah, I wanted to see that one too. I really do want to see that one. That's such a really intriguing story. Yeah. All right, next goal in this game. You know what? Give me Kyle Palmieri next. He's been on a bit of a heater. I'll take Palmieri for the next goal in this game. Next goal wins. It very, very easily could. Blackhawks nicest jersey. I don't know if it's my favorite of the classic looks, but I'd say that their uniform it's top 3, right? It's just flawless. Canadiens uniform also would be right up there too for me. Uh, Predators. I just wish that they broke up the yellow a little bit. I don't mind their jerseys being yellow, but yeah. Discord. Uh, oh, um, Palmieri has had the magic touch. Yeah, totally. Brock Nelson next. Okay. Brock Nelson is on our board, by the way, on our points board. We're gonna get some points in the final 20 minutes or overtime. In case anybody hasn't seen the board just yet, it's an opportunity for one of you out there to potentially win a T-shirt or maybe a sticker branded with the Cortana logo, just to give you an idea, right? So, actually, yeah, Brock Nelson is on the board, and yeah, there are some other fun little sort of occurrences that we could possibly see and get rewarded for. Flash Doodle. That's a fun name. Oh, I might need a refill on my water here. One day go to a Rangers game. I mean, I've never been to Madison Square Garden myself. Next goal, Jake Gensel. I like that one. He has been probably over the course of the season after the trade deadline, Gensel's probably been the best acquisition. The Sonics will return. I hope so, man. I hope so. Especially since I live in what would be Supersonics territory. Third period coming up. Exactly. All right. Yeah, I hear the music, so even though I am a little bit behind in my stream. Ooh, oh boy. Yep. I hear the Hurricanes coming out as the siren is being sounded. To be at MSG would be a dream and a half. The home of WrestleMania 1. Yeah, I mean, I wonder what like the most significant event has been there besides the Rangers winning the Stanley Cup on home ice in 94. Or the Knicks winning a championship in the 70s, right? If the Kings win the Stanley Cup, Jordan Spence will be the first Aussie-born player to lift the Stanley Cup since Nathan Walker was born in Wales. Oh, I didn't know he was born in Wales. But that'd be cool. I remember when Lars Eller became the first person from Denmark to win the Stanley Cup. I spent about 3 months of my life in Denmark during college. Next goal is former Minnesota Wild legend Cal Clutterbuck. Fun fact, we have the exact same birthday. We were born on the exact same day. Definitely going to MSG next season. I hope I can go on the road and visit a new arena next year. But yeah, I'm fortunate to have gotten a chance to visit PNC Arena this year. How do I think I would do as an NHL ref? Oh, geez. I would probably be able to get myself in good shape to be a ref. But I'm a little bit of a pushover, honestly. So I don't know if I would have the chutzpah to make it as a referee. I would probably be like, that one ref who said you guys aren't going to like this call. I think that was kind of toward the end of the season. Literally said that through the microphone. I'd probably be one of those refs to like soften the blow. Did I have a lot of Danishes there? Not a lot, but I did enjoy my fair share there. All right, we're underway with the third period, FYI. I don't know anything about Welsh hockey, though. Can't say I do. All right, so let me edit the banner here. The Hurricanes dumping this down to the Islanders zone, but they're not going to go any further. All right, third, early. All right. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Hopefully we get a couple of goals here. Dallas or Vegas? I'm picking the Knights. They know everything about Peter DeBoer. A shot off the post, off the rebound. Oh, Anderson! Huge, huge save. Jeez, the hockey gods are not smiling down on the Islanders very favorably. My God. Here they come again. A good tie up in front of the net by Pesci. Otherwise, that might have been a tap in opportunity. Back the other way come the Hurricanes. And yeah, the Islanders 22 to 13 leading the shots. That was something I was not expecting. Oh, and now Varlamov able to cover up a puck with Svechnikov at the edge of the crease. But yeah, I got to see this save from Anderson again. But first of all, the shot rang off the post, and then charging in Barzell. Was that Barzell? No, Dobson. Excuse me. Yeah, he had a second chance at it, and lying down, Anderson holds up the glove and bats it out. Bats it out of the net, man. What a save! And he's been the difference maker so far for the Hurricanes for sure. A shot and wide of the crease, and now scooped up by Natchez, cycled and intercepted behind the net. Now Kokaniemi looking for somebody in front. Out to the point for Orlov. Kokaniemi bringing it back out to the point, spinning away from a defender, looking for somebody in front. Bats it around the net for Turbo, and he loses a handle on that. And Chatfield still keeps the cycle alive. This is probably the Canes' best cycle in quite some time. Feeding the point, shot, and blocked immediately. Still alive. Chatfield a shot. Oh, and off the rebound, it went wide of a stick. Now here's Natchez. The crowd is loving it, as the Islanders must be getting kind of tired here in their own zone. I'm not looking at the chat right now because I want to see if we might actually have something that could result in a goal. But my stream is a little bit behind, so bear with me. KK brings it to the front, and off the rebound, a backhander blocked again. The Islanders absolutely laying out, and they're able to get the clear. Canes re-enter, though. Here's Natchez. I don't know if all the Islanders changed it up. I don't think so. And thankfully, they don't have a long change. So reinforcements arrive for the Islanders as they survive a bullet here from the Hurricanes. We got goals? All right. Well, don't tell me who. I'm a little behind you here. All right. From center ice, Kuznetsov able to pry that away from Pollock. Here comes Nason. Charging in. Matt Martin losing a handle. Scooped up by Kuznetsov. A shot from the point, and that goes a little bit wide from the stick of... Couldn't see who that was. It might have been Orlov. Now, once again, from the point. And a tip play in front. They score! Stefan Nason makes it 2-1. Home team. Devils and Sharks legend Stefan Nason. And a huge goal for the Hurricanes. And boy, oh boy, that save from Freddie Anderson. It was bigger. It could be a huge, huge factor in this game. And treat to Cortana there. And I mean, the Hurricanes had that great possession a moment ago. And thankfully, they're able to get some scoring from further down the lineup when the top line hasn't been sizzling as much. All right. But yes, anime nerd, anything's possible, especially with what I think has been a really good game from Patrick Wall's team. I mean, really, that's what like Shannon, the hockey guy, would probably call like the perfect road game, right? Opportunistic, not turning over the puck a lot, blocking shots. That's what you need to succeed on the road. Not too many players from Texas. Actually, there are a lot of players from Texas from what I've seen, or at least like Seth Jones, Tyler Myers. I know there are a couple other guys. And now Islanders popping this into the neutral zone, glove down. And we're gonna get, was that a puck out of play? I think so. There are a few players from Florida as well. Stefan Nason. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Like, isn't Chikrin from Florida? Um, but yeah, I don't think we can cross it. We can't cross anything off the board just yet. I don't think so. It wasn't like it was a shorthanded goal. It wasn't an own goal. So yeah, we're. I got to see who get the assists though, because if it was a multi-point game for a player, there could be some points there, like Dobson or Svechnikov, but I don't think he has a multi-point game. Kuznetsov has a multi-point game though. That's what I love about the playoffs. Though the big goals can come from anybody on the team. Gostisbehere is from South Florida. Ooh, good stick left there by Chatfield. One of my favorite underrated, like one of the players I think is, one of the most underrated players in my opinion. Jalen Chatfield, really good defenseman. He could be a second pair defenseman on just about any other team. Ooh, Aho got taken down there by Horvat. No call. Did I give her a goal treat? Yeah, I did. But you know what? Because you asked about it, because we know how much you love Cortana, I'm going to give her another treat. How about that? And a chance maybe for Teravainen in front, and shutting the door there is Varlamov. With Nate just trying to redirect one as the Hurricanes are catching up in shots a little bit. Yeah, the Hughes brothers. Yeah, that's right. They have Florida roots too. Teravainen's, he's having a pretty good period so far. All right. Now Jarvis from the dot and wide of the net. Here comes Fashing. Dumping it down. I'm not super good with the Islanders numbers, by the way. But I'll do my best. And now a shot from the point. And Varlamov barely got a pat on that. Stall in front of the net now. Cycled back to the point. Broken stick. Clutterbuck looking for someone to arrive into the zone with him, and Martin's there. Takes a hit. Funnels it and out to the point, and a shot that gets blocked in front. Holmstrom from behind the net now with the backhand. A one-timer from the point and gloved by Anderson off the stick of Pollock. With 13:33 remaining here in the third period. Dog locked in. Oh yeah. You know what I haven't done today? I've been feeding Cortana, just like giving her the treats myself. Here we go. Cortana, ready? Here we go. Ready? Not a bad pass, but she'll catch him out of midair. I'll do like no look passes. Canes get lucky goals all the time. Boy, I mean, maybe against the Islanders specifically, but like they couldn't buy a goal against the Panthers, and they gave them everything. Or I mean, they came at them with everything. Why the Oilers were the only NHL team from the WHA not to relocate. Gretzky being a huge piece of that for sure. Absolutely. I don't really have any extensive thoughts beyond that, though. There was never a threat of Edmonton ever leaving. So I don't think so. Anderson with a big save. Yeah, God, that one that he had after it struck the post off Dobson. Fantastic save. I'm so happy to see Anderson back there, man, because when you have an internal blood clot, like that is a lot worse than it. I think it's a lot worse than it sounds. It could be very detrimental. Oh yeah, it's middle of the third period. Next commercial break, I'm probably gonna have to use it though. It's good that they caught the blood clot early. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, well, that's good to hear, Samantha. And yeah, just a reminder to people, we will be live tomorrow during the Panthers and Lightning game in the Battle of Florida. Stefan Nason and Yevgeny Kuznetsov and Kyle McLean. The first 3 goal scorers in this series. I never would have predicted anything close to that. All right, Canes dump it in. What's Monday night stream? That will be the double header for the Western Conference. So starting at 7:30 Mountain Time, you'll have Stars versus Knights, and we'll have Oilers versus Kings. So we'll do those simultaneously. Those games they only start 30 minutes apart from each other. A hot minute. Sports Geek. Oh yeah, that's right. How you doing? Sorry the Flyers couldn't make it to the playoffs, but I mean, I think that John Tortorella should easily be at worst like top 5 in Jack Adams voting for Coach of the Year. Yeah. And now Kuznetsov and the Canes win this faceoff in their own zone. Martin retrieving from his zone. Now through the neutral zone, it's 1-on-3. And Anderson will just settle this for Jalen Chatfield. Dump down. No icing. Played by Bortuzzo, Stanley Cup winner with the St. Louis Blues. And now Jack Drury will dump it back down behind Varlamov. From center ice, here's Holmstrom evading Orlov. Sends it behind the net. Martin was late to that. A shot from Pulock. And now off the rebound, Anderson denies Palmieri off the backhand. And maybe a chance for Svechnikov, but Pulock tying him up right in front of Varlamov. And now a turnover. Here's Svechnikov, a shot off of Varlamov. Pulock skates away from Svechnikov, able to poke it down, and the Hurricanes fans making some noise here as they're coming alive a little bit here in the third period. Now Brady Shea, who has been offensively pretty damn good the past 2 years, I have to say. And that's going to increase his stock as an unrestricted free agent. I will say that. They've made that team watchable again. Yeah, I mean, look at like Farabee's second half wasn't. He was pretty cold in the second half, but like you saw some promising signs from him. Certainly from Owen Tippett. My God, Konechny. If the Flyers got in the playoffs, I think Konechny should have been a top 10 candidate for the Hart Trophy. I thought he's had an awesome season. Hopefully Drysdale can stay healthy. That's all I got to say about him. And now Engvall and a pad save by Anderson as he had just entered the zone. Now from the corner, cycled. Oh, in the slot, and a nice play on the back check by Teravainen, and he's had a really good third period so far. Islanders punching back, though. Here's Engvall again from center ice, skating around Kokoniemi. He shoots, and a pad save, but a big fat rebound from Anderson. Luckily, the Hurricanes able to get the clear and move it ahead. Here's Jarvis trying to dangle around Dobson. Varlamov got a pad on it, but good defensive play from number 8. Good. All right, and now Barzell from behind the Canes net. Here he comes. Looking for somebody in the slot, but hands it off to Dobson. Lying down to block that pass was somebody in black, and a shot, and they had a good screen in front, but that shot went just wide. Now Horvat a one-timer and into the bread basket of Anderson, really in the pads there. And he'll squeeze with 10 minutes remaining here, 9:59 to be exact, in the period. And the Canes fans rise to their feet, rally towels in hand. All right, guys, watch Cortana for me. Be right back, okay? Oops. Well, Cortana's been a good girl. P for the D. That's right. All right, here. We'll give Cortana another treat. How about that? All right, Cortana, ready? No luck. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Uh, close enough. Roll over. All right. Back to the action we go. With that person, the Hurricanes always get lucky goals against the Islanders. And also the Devils. Oh, dude, I thought that series was all Hurricanes except for one game. Get the puck, girl. You can do it. I need to get Cortana some like foam pucks. I've had an idea for that. Yeah, I gotta get like see if I can find like little like mini sticks and foam pucks. Little goal, right? Like a mini stick set. Then Cortana we can do something with her for that. How many tricks does Cortana know? No, not a ton. She does learn really well. Like she understands a ton of what I tell her. But I don't do as many tricks with her these days. Like she can sit, she can lie down, she can roll over, she can spin around. She gives me kisses when I command her to do that. She can boop my nose. She does the butt bump though. The butt bump is a very unique trick to Cortana. All right, let's see here. Yeah, little boop. That's right. All right, we'll get a face-off between Holmstrom and Kuznetsov, controlled by the Hurricanes. Advanced into the Islanders zone, dumped down behind Varlamov. Isles defense is there with Bortuzzo, the big defender winning that Stanley Cup with the Blues in 2019. Orlov, a backhander, wide of the net, and Nason just high sticks somebody. So the Islanders are going to get a power play. What is the butt bump? So Cortana, when she was seated against a couch, she would like to thrust her butt and like jerk her head back. So she would like go kind of like a twerking sort of motion or whatever. And basically, I taught her how to do that on command. Yeah. That's Mike Riley. I forgot he was even on the team. My bad. But yeah, that's a high stick. That's just going to be a 2-minute penalty. No blood. So yeah, 2 minutes in the box for Stefan Nason, who has scored the go-ahead goal. But now, Islanders power play. This would be a good time for them to shine. What is your command for the butt bump? I just say butt bump. But actually, I don't even have to do that now. All I got to do is I just go like this, and she knows what I'm talking about. All right, here are the Isles. Behind the net, Horvat, and good support there from Burns. Burns plays defense these days. Nelson at the point, handing it off to the dot, and Horvat and Nelson shifting positions here. Good pressure from Stahl. Puck still alive in the zone, but batted out by Jarvis, I think. That was Jarvis? Damn, dude, Jarvis is really having himself a great season. And I mean, the dude's playing for a contract. All right. Insane power play. Uh-oh. Did something happen? I know I'm behind here. Barzell trying to look for somebody at the point. Aho couldn't quite get the clear, though. Here's Palmieri, top of the slot. Barzell, a chance he shoots, and it might have been deflected in front. Still alive in the Canes zone. Barzell trying to get away from Aho in the corner. A one-timer save. Anderson off the rebound. And oh, how did Barzell not put that in? He had an open cage, but he was sliding to the ice. And the Hurricanes dodge another bullet here. Hey, what's up, Bill? Avs win the cup. Heard it there first. I don't feel as confident about them. And ooh, that could have been a tripping assessed there. I was kind of surprised. Huh. But Anderson covers it up. There's 35 seconds left in the power play, but my God, Barzell just cannot buy a goal. Let's take a look at that. He came out from behind the net. It was Palmieri, excuse me, not Barzell. Nelson was right there. He could have poked the puck in. Yeah, he could have. He could have jumped on that, anticipated that. Burns trying to get the clear. It looks like it deflected into the netting or something. We'll get a face-off once again in the Hurricane zone. Let's hope it stays 2-1. PPG, anything on your card? John, a 5-on-3 goal is on the board. But yeah, I haven't seen anything that's really, standing out to me. We'll look at the board for sure. Maybe on the next commercial or something. 20 seconds left on the power play. The Isles will have to come from behind their net. Nice hat. Thank you, Flyers. My dog's name is Cortana. And Slavin, he put somebody down there. Very un-Jacob Slavin-like. Lady being trophy winner, he is. And the Canes have killed off the penalty. Are we getting another penalty, though? Palmieri's got one for slashing, though. And the Canes will go to the power play with a chance to maybe put this game out of reach. Maybe. With 6:32 left. Cheaters never win. That's what they say when someone goes to the box there. That's interesting because Slavin gave Palmieri a shove to the ice, and then and Palmieri gets the slashing call. By the way, Isles out shooting the Hurricanes 33-23. I'm stunned, man. Bit of a soft call. Looks like, are they reviewing something right now? Canes have the number 1 penalty kill. Yeah, number 1 PK, number 2 PP. Only behind Tampa. Do I have a hat for every team? No, not every team. I do have a Flyers hat, though. But no Islanders hat. That's why I decided to wear the Islanders jersey and the Hurricanes hat. And I also have a twisted wrister tank top underneath with the logo recolored to Hurricanes colors. So there you go. Just nothing remotely interesting about them. Regular season champs. Like the Corsi gods, right? The kings of the possession battle. Tampa's penalty kill was good this year? I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm uncertain about that, John. But like they can't review a penalty in this case. I don't think. They can review like a high sticking if it's friendly fire. I know they can do that. Yeah, I like my Flyers hat. It's got like the top of it's orange and then it's got a black brim. But I got to credit the Isles. No matter what happens in this game, like they've come to play for sure. They've been tough. Wait, yeah, are they? I couldn't quite hear the official there. Is that going to be an embellishment to Slavin? No, it's still a Carolina power play. Yeah, I could see that being a soft call. Yeah. All right, let's go. We got a face-off here that is won by Cizikas. And the Isles can chew up some time here. Battle of Florida tomorrow. Yep. We'll be on the... Oh, here's Cizikas off the turnover. He shoots. And saved by Anderson. And boy, he has bailed out his team a little bit in this game, hasn't he? Jarvis, Cizikas is just all over it, man. Wow. He won the face-off, and he's largely responsible for killing off the first 30-plus seconds of that power play. What a shift. Gensel looking for somebody in front, and Varlamov might have gotten a piece of that. Retrieved by Jarvis, out to the point, bumped down by the goal line. Looking for somebody in front, Gensel, and a nice read there from Horvat. And he'll dump it down, and the first 50 seconds are killed off by The Islanders. Hey, what's up, Mike? Thanks for jumping in. Lautaro, hey. Which team is the most difficult to get clothing and items? Ooh. Um, I don't know. Maybe maybe the Jets. I think the Canadian teams would be harder to shop for, but then again, I live in the States, so that's why I might have that opinion. Yeah, maybe like the Jets or the Senators. I don't know. Moved out of the zone again by the Isles, and the Hurricanes can't even, they haven't really set up very well. Svechnikov brings it into the zone. A shot pad save, Varlamov. And now cleared down the ice with 20 seconds left. I know Cortano. Hagel, AC Mont, Glendenning. Oh, really? Yeah, I had no idea. Thanks for do I play street hockey? No, I used to mess around on a roller hockey court when I lived in California, but I haven't really skated since then. One timer, and that was wide off the booming shot from Natchez. Kuznetsov, or I guess that's KK, as Kuznetsov. Yeah, that's him. 82-92. I can't tell the difference. Still in the Islanders zone, and now Horvat trying to get this clear, but a good sealing off along the boards there by somebody in black. And finally, with 4:10 left, the Islanders can skate the other way. Gaining the zone is Barzella shot and blocked immediately. Held in the zone by Dobson. A shot and wide of Anderson. Barzell retrieving and now lifted out of the zone as we get down to about 3:50 left here in the third period. What the call is, what was the review for? It was a game clock thing. I don't know why it took them so long, though. Oh, by the way, I need the power play to go away. Go Canes, exactly. How did I come up with Cortana's name? Well, it's from the Halo video game series, and I used to run a video games community when I lived in California, and around that time, I had the opportunity to adopt a dog, and I wanted to name my dog after a video game character. So when I adopted Cortana, she was just 6 months old. Her name was Karma, but I switched it to Cortana, and she got that instantly. All right, now here's Orlov, a shot that goes wide of the net. Somebody in front scooping it up. The Hurricanes trying to maybe add a little bit of insurance, if not chew up some time here on the clock. Svechnikov's only practice for the playoffs is probably only Michigan's. That's fair. Well, you got to think of it this way. Having Svechnikov in the lineup for the playoffs is big for the Hurricanes. I think that some of that physicality was missing in that series against the Panthers. Because otherwise, I think Carolina's a very complete team. If they can park somebody like I know Svechnikov isn't like the biggest power forward or like net front presence, but losing Bunting kind of creates a void there, I think. All right, Islanders skating it out of the zone. Here's Palmieri on the wing, dumping it down as we get to 2:40 left here in regulation. Burns, not quite clear. Pollock sends it over to the corner. Bashing, tied up by Burns. And now Palmieri from behind the net, swatted at by Slavin. Out to the point, and Pollock's going to lose a handle on this. Varlamov is still in his net with 2:20 left. He's going to paddle this or just hand it off to one of his teammates, Dobson, here with 2:15 left. And now here's Lee. Oh, he shoots in Anderson, a pad save. Oh, somebody was right out in front. That could have resulted in something, but now Dobson's going to retrieve this. We're down to 2 minutes, and Varlamov is on the bench. The net is emptied for the visiting Islanders. They've played a really good game. Can they be rewarded here in the final bit? Oh my God, Barzell, nice cut to the net there, but the pass went a little bit far in front of him. Cleared down. This could go for icing, and it will with 1:40 left. Pulled goalie. Yep, that's exactly it. Get the stream tomorrow, 50 likes. What? Or get the stream now to 50 likes? I hope we can get at least 50 likes. We've had hundreds of people join here. Hi, girl. All right, Cortana, I know you. I know you're waiting patiently for some more apples. Islanders take their timeout, by the way. Let's give Cortana a treat in the meantime. From guess what? We got a treat cup for Cortana. Check it out. And you can pick up one of these in our store with the logo colored to any team that you want. Any NHL team. Just see the video description down below. All right, here we go. Ready? Whoop. Look at that catch. Look at that catch right there. Boom. Great game. Yeah, I mean, at least it's a close game. What? What's that, Flyers hockey? Oh, no. Oh, really? Cortana timeout? All right. Well, my stream is a little bit behind here, so I can't update my scoreboard just yet. But Barzell, Palmieri, just a little bit snake bit out there today. Controlled by the Hurricanes. Pesce in the corner. Moves it ahead for Natchez. Oh, a little maneuver around the defender. Dobson, he quickly gets off a shot from center ice, and it goes into the empty net. So, yes, that is indeed a Hurricanes empty net goal. And they are now just 92 seconds away from taking game one in this series. And I do think that they have kind of dodged a bullet here as the Islanders came at them very hard in this opening contest. All right, ready? Goal treat Cortana. Boop. That was a bad pass, but there you go. Martin Natchez, yeah. Natchez has had a pretty strong game. I really liked Teravainen's game here in the third period, especially. Friends, autistic friends? Oh, yeah. Goal treat. Yeah, exactly, man. Are you supposed to spoil goals? No, but some people have an itchy trigger finger. I understand. I would rather have somebody. I'd rather have a wonderful twister spoiling goals than not have the twister here at all. But I will say, if you can resist, Florida Panthers. That's all right there. Empty netter. That's correct. Yeah. Water bottles have the body armor branding. Oh, huh. I have nothing. I have no knowledge of that. All right. Face off from center ice. Feel like the Islanders should have won this game. I completely agree with you. I do. Overall, a good third period for the Hurricanes, but the Islanders, they had a couple of just point blank chances. Anderson, great job, but I mean, the Isles like Palmieri could have easily stuffed home one of those goals. Or how about Dobson being denied by Anderson when he was falling, when he was already down on the ice? So yeah, I do agree with you there. Maybe a chance here at the high slot. Nice job by Martinook knocking away that puck. The Hurricanes. Jarvis. Here he comes. He's looking for Martinook, and the pass goes wide into the Islanders' corner. Check of a box. Oh, not that time, John. So yeah, we do have some more unlikely occurrences. So we'll kind of tweak our formula as the playoffs go along here. But now in the final seconds, the fans stand up waving their rally towels, and game one goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. Although they were outshot by a margin of 35-26, which I did not see coming whatsoever. The final, though, from Raleigh, 3-1 Hurricanes. I will stay on for a few more minutes, guys. So you're welcome to hang with me here. But let's go back to our board and see if we scored any other points, right? Let's go, Rangers. Thanks for hanging out. I understand if some people have to go, but please do leave a thumbs up before you depart. Like I said, I'll hang out here for a little bit as well. Double overtime was double points. Yeah. And I mean, hey, if this same game is played 10 times in a row, who knows? Maybe it goes to double overtime for a couple of them. But yeah, let's put this back on our scoreboard here. So let's see here. So Sebastian Aho, no goal, one-timer. There weren't any one-timers, right? Varlamov, 915 save percentage or better. I think he might actually get that. Let me take a look at the box score. And I know that these results aren't entirely final, but yeah, Varlamov had a what was that? A 920 save percentage. So we'll get points for that. All right. Five on, let's see here, own goal, boarding, at least a total of 7 penalties. How many penalties were in this game? Let's take a look. Box score. There were what? That was one, two, three. I think the Hurricanes only committed 2 penalties themselves. Yeah, there were a total of, I think, 5 penalties. So we don't hit that exactly. Martin Nature's goal, he did score, right? Because he got the empty netter. So we get points for that. A goal from the point. I will not count an empty net goal like that. Fighting multi-point game for Svechnikov. Let's see here. Not for Svechnikov. Let's see here. What else? Brady Schigel, multi-point game for Dobson. Wait. Oh, Islanders outshoot Hurricanes. That's also a check. But unfortunately, it looks like we didn't get it this time, guys. But who knows? We might have an opportunity to earn to give at least somebody out there a sticker, if not a T-shirt, for tomorrow. Will I stream during Toronto versus Boston? I won't. I need to pace myself for sure. Yeah, just 5 penalties. All right. Thanks, Bodacious. Good to have you here, man. That game in Australia between the Coyotes and Kings feels like forever ago. Yeah, that's right. They did play each other there. And the Kings also played a preseason game in what was that, Salt Lake City? Game one of your bracket wins. Yeah, same here. I think same for just about everybody here. But I have this series going 7 games, and again, I got to credit the Islanders. They did show up. They did play a pretty darn good game, I think. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't quite get that many results for the board, especially because it was very low scoring. You thought that Anderson was shaky? I don't know. He came up with some huge saves, but the Islanders definitely, they should have buried probably at least 2 more of those shots. Thank you. Isles are good. Canes are just better. I don't know if I would say that today it was the opposite, but of course, that's why I'm predicting the Hurricanes to win the series because I mean, I think they're the better team. Moss Sports World. Moss Sports World. Oh yeah, that's right. He was in our. He was checking out our. Was in our stream yesterday. That's right. All right. Well. All right. Well. Anyway, my stomach is growling for one, but again, we're going to be live tomorrow morning. Well, morning for me. 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific for Lightning versus Panthers, and we'll play our little scoreboard game once again. But I got to create a new one for that stream. Okay, so have a great evening, guys. Enjoy the Bruins versus Maple Leafs game if you're watching that, and we'll have more streams. And I don't know, I'll watch this game one. Maybe make a video on that if I can. Yeah, I thought that call, that slashing call though, that was pretty soft. It should have been 2-2 for the 2 teams.